Well, it feels good to be back at the desk, back making another video. Been moving, finally got moved in, finally got my office right, everything put up, all the shelves hung by yours truly. Let's take a quick look. I'll give you a quick tour. All right, let me start on this this wall here, right when you walk into my office. So, got a bunch of the more premium, heavier Star Wars figures with a little Walter White, Breaking Bad repped in there too. Micah Parsons poster, hope he stays in Dallas. These are a couple prints that were colored by the artist. I'm a true collector. I keep everything. This is the first Star Wars virtual con. Happened during COVID. If you're a Star Wars Facebook guy, you'll know what that is. Some puffy stickers, some of my best Star Wars art up here. I'm kind of limited how I can move because all of this right here is going on while I'm at it. Got a little Rangers plaque, some Trump stuff. This is a pretty cool piece. It's got encased in the frame an autographed ticket to a campaign rally that he held in 2016. So, and then I've got more smaller figurines. When I was a kid growing up, I collected toys, like this, and little figurines, just as much as I collected cards. So I still have a fondness for those. More just knickknacks with some Marvel sketches in the back. This row is all Jason Crosby from Upper Deck Premiere set. Some more sketches down here on the bottom row. Some stuff I haven't been able to put up yet. And then you transition over here. I've got more Garbage Pail Kid sketches on the top row. Some more. Got a Reverend Horton Heat signed record. Love him. Got some. These regular show Funko Pops right here are really rare. They were vaulted, and they're pretty pricey. Some more regular show stuffed animals. Love that show. Got the card chain over here with the Griffey and the 84 Topps traded Gooden, my favorite card ever. That right there. So the Pulp Fiction GPK came off of a Garbage Pail Kids box, and then that frame piece of art underneath is actually a final art piece. So that's pretty rare. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. By David Gross. Really cool piece. So they made the card out of that art. And then moving right along, got my computer. Up here across the top, we've got we've got McFarlane figures. And then this whole row here, or this whole wall here, is all Star Wars figures. And then I've got a couple, like I got a Jose Altuve figure right there. Got a Luca sticker from his 60-point night. Got some Run DMC figurines. These are bubble mailers that Chris Meeks drew for me when he sent me cards that I ordered from him. So pretty cool. And then you've got some more. Got more Star Wars figures. Got a box of 92 Decision. Essentially, behind those figures is all my unopened wax. Got some Garbage Pail 10s. Got a Revolution 10. This Garbage Pail American Has Apple Pie. Those are actually that's a really cool set. And those are pretty nice boxes. Got the Premier Prism Wrestling that I took an absolute beating on. And then I've got a Sun and Moon. I don't know what, but it's a nice box back there. Pokemon. I'm not sure exactly what the name of that is, but anyway. And then these figures are called Trashy Treasures. And Topps made them for all the Series 1 Garbage Pail Kid characters. Moving right along. Got some more GPK sketches with some wacky packages. Little mini toys. That continues all the way across. And then I've got see. So let me just show you what in my printer here. I'm also contending with all this stuff as I step, so bear with me here. Got my Freddie Mercury rookie, got my Trump rookie PSA 10 back there. Got a Trump signed $5 bill, got 2 Trump signed baseballs, campaign pin. Ah, there's the big one right there. The 1-1 flawless, 2020 flawless baseball. Diamonds, rubies, and sapphires there. Got a couple of Trump sketches. Those are really nice. Got another Biden versus Trump, Hillary versus Trumpzilla. And then just on the bottom, I've got some bigger Garbage Pail Kid sketches there. My son and I opened a case of helmets. Pulled a Barry Sanders right there, and an Amari Cooper, and a Keenan Allen. While we're at it, a Mel Renfro, Ricky Jackson, and Lynn Barney. Those are Hall of Fame guys. And then here's my prize helmet, the Pat Mahomes, with some, let's look at this, Lou Brock, Hank Aaron. That's actually a Luka Doncic auto we got in person. Josh Hamilton, more on him in a minute. Mike Trout, also got that at a game in person, and Ian Kinsler there. There's yours truly in high school. They did a kind of a mashup of me pitching, and that was in the newspaper. We blew that up. My dog, bunch of cards here at the bottom. And then the last row, we've got just some pictures. Here's my son actually pitching. Garbage Pail Kid, OS1 wrapper. These are really, here's Keaton when he was little. These are really cool. These are actually the black and white pages that Jason Crosby turned in for his I think it was GPK versus Madballs, Garbage Pail Kids versus Madballs comic. So he gifted those to me. Really cool. Thank you, Jason. Magic and Bird auto. Got a Leo DiCaprio auto there from Titanic, and then a Kareem. So we'll end it with a couple pennants, Darvish and Lou Brock. Yep, so that's my office, and man, it took me the better part of a weekend to put all this together. I wanted to just give you a quick update on some moves I've been making, and also I wanted to do a quick tribute to Josh Hamilton. Josh Hamilton last night got his jacket for the Hall of Fame, Texas Rangers Hall of Fame. He was actually inducted a few years ago, but they just started giving out the jackets to the guys that have been inducted, and he got his last night. What a special moment. Super cool. We've always been big Josh Hamilton fans. Love his story. People make mistakes. I've made mistakes. My family has made mistakes. Just about everybody I know has made mistakes, and we all, live to fight another day. So his story rings true, and I really appreciate him for that. Josh Hamilton was a Ranger in some of the formative years for my son as he grew up, and we would go to Ranger games. He loved Josh Hamilton, and so it's been a pleasure and just a joy to collect him, to watch him. So last night was special for me. He's easy to collect. His stuff is not too expensive, but I do remember taking Keaton to a game. I don't know, he was probably 9 or 10. It was his birthday, and we sat behind the Rangers dugout and made a big cardboard sign for Josh. Said, "Hey Josh, it's my birthday today." Josh saw it, and before the game started, he grabbed the ball and he signed it and threw it up to us, and it just made it special for Keaton, and he's been a favorite of ours ever since. So he inscribed that Jesus loves you, love him, happy birthday, with a Bible verse, 1 Peter 2:24, and then there is his autograph. So just a shout out, Josh. Proud of you, man. You look great. My wife almost got emotional seeing some footage of him last night. So he means something to all of my family. But quickly, let's go through some stuff. We'll go from most recent to the oldest here. Just some fun stuff. This is a 2012 Topps Chrome Dynamic Die Cuts Refractor. I went through a period where I was just looking for anything Gem Mint 10 in a Rangers uniform, and I was snagging it. This is fun. 2012 Topps Archives, 1967 Topps sticker. 2011 Topps Cognac Diamond Anniversary. Here's another one. Same set. This one, I believe, is, I think this one was his All-Star card, and this is his true set card. This one comes out of the factory set, the limited edition. You had to buy the full factory set to get these cards. 2011 Bowman's Best. Just a base card, but like I said, I was just buying anything I could that had him in a Rangers uniform and was a Gem Mint 10. This is a cool 2008 Upper Deck X Exponential Refractor. And then you've got his Bowman Chrome Pro Rookies. This is 2007 Bowman Chrome Blue Refractor here. Here comes the refractor from the same set and the base Chrome version. Got a 07 SP Rookie Edition. And then these are his Prospect Rookies. 99 Bowman Chrome. 99 Bowman Paper. And then the 2000 Topps Autographed Rookie with the Devil Rays Josh. And this is cool, excuse me, because I'm pretty sure this auto was before he had his problems, before he got hurt, before he started hanging out in the tattoo shop and meeting the wrong crowd, and you know the rest. Got a few one-touch cards that are cool. I'll show you those. This is a Allen Ginter Mini auto on card. This is a museum, Topps Museum. Primary pieces. This is out of 5 with 4 game-used cuts. Really nice. And then these two are just simply amazing. So these two I got from a guy off of Facebook, and he was just selling them. And they never hit the open market. I think if they would have definitely gone for more than I paid for them. I got these for like $60 a piece. I think he had 75 each on them, and I got them both for 60. You know, a lot of times on the Facebook posts, I'm late. I always see them late, and so anything that's decently priced or worth having is gone by the time I get there. I don't remember how this played out. I just remember being shocked they were still there and snagged them up. And I know one friend of mine, Cody, who would love to have one of these in his collection, but I just don't know if I can part with them. Update you on some moves I made. So during the summer, I was not able to get to the Dallas card show for the first time in like 10 years. The July 4th card show, but I did go to a recent show in Frisco, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I sold some cards. Didn't really pick anything up. Well, I did pick one thing up, but it was more of a pickup for my son. We got this Tom Aspinall 22 Select UFC. This is a rookie card. The Blue Disco Prism. This is out of 49. And my son is getting into, let's see if this light helps a little bit. He's getting into UFC, and Tom Aspinall is a heavyweight, and it's my son's favorite fighter. So we did pick this card up, but mostly I just sold. And here's what I sold. I sold this 2018 Lamar Jackson Prism Silver. These were tough. It is a PSA 8. Centering is the culprit on that, but these silvers came one a box in 2018. So I love this set because of that. I think celebrating the silver as a really special card is super cool, and that's what that set did. So was into this for 300, got out of it for 300. Also moved this 2000 Topps Gallery Randy Moss Galleries of Heroes I got into this for around 200, got out for 200. I don't know why I necessarily sold this. I sold it to my friend Brendan. He's a Vikings fan. As I try to turn my collection into money to go buy new cards, it just becomes tougher and tougher. So I had to go back to the well, and I pulled these cards out. So unfortunately, I had to give up a cool Moss on that. Another cool Moss I sold to Brendan's dad, my friend Steve. 22 Select Randy Moss Multiverse Gold Prism. You see him here in a Cowboys uniform, and that's because this set reimagined where players might have gone. So if you don't know, back in 1998 when Randy Moss was drafted, the Cowboys were sitting there at, I think, number 18 and passed on Randy Moss at 18 for Greg Ellis, a defensive end. Ellis had a decent career, but Jerry was afraid that Moss was going to have too much baggage, and I think was scared off because Michael Irvin did have too much baggage, and we missed on a generational receiver. Can you imagine him next to Irvin? Just would have been awesome. And he would have had a handful of rings on his finger too. But sold that to Steve. Now, one mistake I made on this is that when I looked at comps, there were only two, and they were both PSA 9, and I didn't even, somehow that got past me, and I sold this card for the PSA 9 comp. But somehow, like, I knew I bought this on eBay, and I was thinking that the last comp was mine. But I went back and looked on Card Ladder, and my sale isn't even there, and it was a legit sale on eBay. I paid $325, so paid in for $325, out for $200. You can't make a living doing that stuff. But it was for my friend, so it is what it is. Also moved this Josh Young first Bowman refractor auto to a Josh Young fan. He was wearing a jersey at the show. His stuff is just it's not liquid at all. I mean, you got to literally find a Josh Young fan to move a card, but he was happy. I sold this for 85% of the last comp. His stuff is just so stale. Although he did hit a walk-off like 2 days after I sold this. Hit a walk-off against the Yankees. So hopefully he will refine his, I don't know, just his confidence. And he can start becoming the player that he was back in 2019, 2020 when he came up with the Rangers. But I did move that. Also moved a couple 84 Fleer updates. Moved the Clemens PSA 9. And I moved the Kirby Puckett PSA 9, just because, like I said, having to go back and thin out the collection and liquidate things to buy new things, it just gets harder and harder, and the more you do it, the more cool cards you see leaving your collection. Those two definitely are cool, definitely part of my collecting DNA, as I loved those cards as a kid. I might go back and re-add them, but for now they're gone. Also sold this 2023 first Bowman Travis Hunter gold auto. I like this card. I think his season at Colorado, in which he won the Heisman, is a cool thing. Definitely want to commemorate that, have something in my collection of his to, you know, reflect that season. And so I think what I'm going to do is go back and try to get this without the auto. That would be ideal. So I was in for $350 on this and out for $7. So I doubled up my money on that. So that was cool. And that all led to just enough money to buy a couple garbage pail sketches. And so you could see from the tour of my office that I really, really like sketch cards. And I have limited myself now to only purchasing the ones I can't live without. And so I found two of them. They popped up on eBay. There's a seller on eBay that just cranks out top-notch garbage pail sketches weekly. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. And he runs them on auction. And they go for big prices because these are top-notch sketches. So I'll show you the first one I picked up. And it's called Trump Time. And it's from the Time magazine that featured Donald Trump, I think back in 2016. And Garbage Pail Kids had a little fun with it, gave him some horns and a tail. You know, since I think maybe COVID 2021-ish, Topps has put the nix on anything political, so they will not allow artists to draw anything political, and they don't make any political cards anymore. And those were some of the best Garbage Pail Kids sets, were the political ones. I guess it's just not worth it for them. But while we're at it, I wanted to show you a couple other versions of this sketch that I have, just so you can appreciate Chris Meeks. That's the artist here. These aren't bad, but especially this one, Jasmine Contois, with the glitter horns and tail, and this with Anthony Scubas. You can just tell though that Chris is top notch. So this was one sketch that I purchased with that money from the sales at the show, and then I purchased another one. Let me show you a couple. Not this one. So this one is from the same artist. His name's Pat C, and he's probably the best artist that Topps has. Just a phenomenal sketch artist. And so the card that I purchased is by him, so I wanted to show you the other two sketches that I own of his, and one of them is Atom Bomb, except it's Putin, and this one is just a different character, but great sketch cards there. And the one I picked up, again, not this one. This one I'm showing you because the sketch I purchased is a Super Mario Nintendo sketch. I love collecting Nintendo paraphernalia, specifically Super Mario art and toys. So this was the lone Super Mario. This, of course, from what's that game? Mario Kart. Gosh. This is, of course, from Mario Kart. You can see Rainbow Road there. But I show you that because this next one that I did pick up, the big one, is a Nintendo sketch as well. Ready? It's amazing. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. Are you ready? Check that out. Isn't that phenomenal? Just gorgeous. This is the movie poster from the Super Mario Brothers movie. And this came up on eBay about 2 weeks ago. And I saw it and I was just like, oh man, it's going to be tough not to walk away with that. I mean, look at the detail. Just stunning. You know, you can even see a Rainbow Road back there in the back. Just stunning. Amazing work. And I put in the mega bid with 2 seconds left, and I actually got it. I mean, it was not cheap, but it was less expensive than I thought it would be, and definitely less than I put my mega bid in for. So there are my 2 Nintendo Super Mario sketches, but I'll just put these out all together and we'll go out on a bang. But it's been fun. School actually starts tomorrow, so I'm glad I was able to squeeze this video in before school starts. It's going to be an exciting school year. Looking forward to it. It's going to be Keaton's senior year, so it's going to be a special one. But hopefully I'll get in the groove and be able to start cranking out some stuff. Dallas, September, and I'll be doing a review of that coming up soon. And I got a couple of little things trickling in through the mail, so I'll hop on and show you those as they come in. But hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's getting ready for back to school. If you are and you have kids, I hope it's a safe and great school year for you guys. And thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye.